Otherwise, we are going to move on now to that new trailer for Furiosa. This is Nayan's most anticipated movie for 2024. It's the man that doesn't want to give Dune that number one spot at all costs. Hates the franchise, apparently. All right, so Furiosa is obviously about that. It's the origin story of Furiosa. We saw her in Mad Max Fury Road, and it's just about her coming to the way she was, which is a very interesting character. If you've seen Mad Max Fury Road, she has a little robot arm and all that kind of stuff. So, Nayan, what do you think of this new trailer? We both love that first one. What do you think of this next one here? Does it elevate your anticipation? Lowers it? Where are you at?
Well, it elevates it by tenfold. I am thankful and I'm happy that I put it as my number one, because holy shit, this was even better than that first trailer, you know? If 2022 was like the year of air and water, and 2023 was the year of plastic and explosions, then 2024 is the year of the desert. We have Dune, and now we have this, which is all set in the desert, full of sand,
didn't think of
you
that.
know? Yeah.
So good.
That's why you have me on board, G. But yeah, it looks fucking fantastic. It seems to be capturing everything that Mad Max Fury Road did right, and just bringing it into this. It's not enhancing it in any way. It's just doing what it did right and bringing it into this movie, which is what a lot of sequels and even prequels don't seem to understand. They either try to go bigger or better, where they don't understand that the same is good sometimes, you know.
Sometimes.
Chris Hemsworth is awesome in this. He's something that we've never seen before, you know. He's this goofy sort of bogan Australian accent sort of guy that is going to be absolutely menacing, you know. Anya Taylor-Joy, I was about to say Aaron Taylor-Johnson.
New topic, man, new topic.
Anya Taylor-Joy looks fantastic as Furiosa, you know. I know there was a lot of complaints out there saying that, it should have been Charlize Theron, but I think Anya Taylor-Joy is good, you know, like she is a competent actress in herself, and I think she'll be able to nail this role. The visual styles, I touched upon it before in my comments, saying that it brought what was so good about Mad Max Fury Road into this. The visual style is exactly the same. You just need to look at the title card off when it said, I can't remember the exact word, but it said something from George Miller, and it was those big block things as a vehicle was moving through. That's so Mad Max. You have that same sort of visual style as well, and the sound as well of the engines, exactly the same. So I think we're in for an absolute doozy here. I think on I can't remember what it was, either the first trailer or when we did our most anticipated, I said it will either fall just below or just on the mark of Mad Max Fury Road. I think I've changed my mind, and I think it's going to either be on the par of Mad Max Fury Road, if not a little bit better.
Damn, this man is doubling down on it. Oh, dude, I mean, I commend you for that, because doubling down on that kind of thing against Mad Max Fury Road is a tough thing to do, because that movie it's damn near perfection, especially when it comes to action movies. I think it may just be, I don't know, I have to see all the movies, but it's one of top 3, top 2 of the century. Actually, no, maybe top 3, top 5 at least. Top 5 action movie of the century, right? Mad Max Fury Road is a masterpiece in its own right, and you are absolutely correct when you say that it brings all the good things that we love from Mad Max Fury Road straight to this one. Visually, they look basically the same. It looks like they were filmed back to back. The visual style, the way the camera moves, the camera angles, you know, zooming up to the engines really closely. Even the dialogue that because we didn't get much dialogue in the first one, we get a lot more dialogue in this one. The dialogue and the way the narrative seems to be playing out it's very, very similar. And that was one of the criticisms that I thought was unfair with Mad Max Fury Road. Is like, but the narrative, the story, it's so basic. I'm like,
disappointment.
Yeah, like what's wrong with that? What's wrong with just, an awesome, like, it was a show of the technical production. 100%. Like it doesn't need. They don't always need great stories. You can just sit back, watch, and be like absolutely awed about how beautiful and grandiose all of these stunts and how visually grand and how beautiful it sounds. You got Junkie XL here. You can really feel a little bit of development in the composition here, assuming it is in the movie, that is. But yeah, no, you're completely right. Sometimes it is best that movies, double down and do the same thing that have worked and do it in the sequel. The Hangover is an example where you don't do the same thing and do it in the sequel. You change things up. But this one, I think, is probably the one where you'd be like, okay, yeah, we should just do the same thing again. Even better. I am not on the train with you right now where I'm saying it's going to be at least at Mad Max level or above. But it's going to be damn near close by the feel of it. Anya Taylor-Joy, man, she is an absolute gem. She's so good. And I never saw those comments that you saw. And I just, like, if you can, after this podcast is done, just send me the people who said that, because that is absolutely ridiculous. Like, because this is an origin story. It's a younger Furiosa. It would make no sense for Charlize Theron to be playing this part. As great as she was for Mad Max Fury Road. But yeah, man, I'm on board with you. This movie looks so damn good. I can't wait.
Oscar season is going to be really interesting next year, because not in terms of best picture, best actor, we got that this year. Next year is all about the technicals. You literally have Doom Part 2 and Furiosa going toe to toe.
Well, yeah, they both dominated their, like the previous films, both dominated their respective award seasons. So yeah, it could have.
Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting next year, Oscars.
I'm just trying to think of anything that could actually rival either of those two, or do we have our lineup already for?
I think we have a lineup because 2024 is just so weak because everything went to 2025.
Oh, nothing comes to the top of my head.
Yeah.
I mean, there'll be a few things that sneak in there that we don't even know about now. So it should be interesting. I don't know who's going to come out on top of those two. My mind says Dune, and my heart says Dune. So sorry about that. But Furiosa it has the power to really challenge